What's up, Nerfy here. FC Degas just came out. One of my favorite characters in the game is Degas. I'm using him on my PvP team right now. So let's get into his Fate Core, and I'll give you my impressions and whether or not you should pull for him or not. Alright? So, Degas, his passive is block. Right? Then he's got Dragonite Blessing. Then he has the same passives as Scarlet. Right? He's got Icy Shower, where if the caster has a buff, every time he attacks someone, it applies Frosty Bolts to them, CCing them for 3 turns. Okay? And then he has Summer's Blessing, which grants frost immunity to your entire team for 1 attack, and then once they get hit once and the immunity goes away, they get 50% attack for 9 turns. Okay? I do have to say, this is a bit disappointing. Um, some people are speculating that the damage immunity would be a different element for each character or something like that. And I'm fine with the damage element being frost, just like Scarlet, but like the icy shower and the attack buff is like way less useful on Degas, I should say. The Icy Shower works well with Degas because of his skill 1, which we'll go over in a second, but skill 1 basically gives a buff to the whole team, which means Icy Shower will proc. But since usually with Degas you don't attack, right? You just spam skill 1. That way you don't have to attack the other team in PvP, meaning that you don't have to give them Dragon Blood stacks, which is a really good thing. And Degas has really low attack, so you usually don't attack with him. So honestly, the Icy Showers is really kind of useless on him, but you combine him with another one of the Summer Fate Cores, and that'll be really good. Alright? However, the regular Degas works just fine to that means, or to that end, right? You don't need the FC Degas. And then when it comes to the 50% attack buff, again, like it's for the whole team, so it's nice still. However, like Degas personally doesn't really benefit much from 50% attack because, like I said, you're not going to be attacking with him, and even if you do, he doesn't really have that high of attack. All right, so that's how I feel about the passives and everything. But let's get into his actual skills. For those of you who don't know, his skill 1 is blue. Okay, it's usually Ages of Faith, but for the FC they changed it to blue Ages of Faith. Increases own maximum HP by 30%. And share health with all allies for 16 turns. This is what I mean by works really well with Icy Showers, right? Because it gives a buff, puts a buff on you and your entire team, but it doesn't really work that well for himself because usually you don't attack with him. And like even if you do, it's just a single target CC. And he does have an AoE in his skill too, but it has its own CC anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're just stacking CC on top of CC. Alright? So his skill 2 deals 178% damage to all enemies and then afflicts them with freeze for 5 turns. Right? Has its own CC, so you don't need the icy showers for that. Alright, so my thoughts on Degas are kind of split. Because Degas as a base unit is really, really good. In my opinion, he's one of the best front lines, one of the best tanks that you have. His base defense is insane. He's really strong defensively, and he does well in PvE content as well. So I think he's a really strong unit. However, the FC, the Fate Core, doesn't really do much for him. If I'm being honest, the Fate Core, all like the best thing about the Fate Core is increased stats. That's it. Everything else is just kind of meh. The passives don't work that well for him. His skills haven't been changed at all, so I'm kind of iffy about the Fate Core. Alright, so as to whether or not you should pull for him, I'm really split on it. I really think it's up to you. If you don't have the actual base unit, like I already said, just regular Degas is a really strong character. And even though he is a 4-star, he does have only a 0.14% drop rate. So he's pretty rare. Like I've only pulled 1 so far. So you might want to pull for him then. But like just the Fate Core alone, forget the actual character, but just like what the Fate Core adds, it's not that much, right? It's kind of like a min-max thing, right? Like if you're using him in your PvP team like I am, and you're like, I'm gonna be using this guy in my PvP team for a long time. So I just want that something extra to try and make my push, like into, from whatever rank you are higher, then it might be worth going after it. But like if you're just gonna be using him casually, like say you have in your front line you have FC Anastasia and you have like FC Illum already, then just forget about it. It's fine. You don't need him at all. All right. So me personally, I said I was like really stoked for him, and I was definitely gonna pull for him and go all in. However, for those who haven't seen, I saw Degas and I saw how minimal the upgrade is getting his fake core. So I decided to finish my Bathory string of creation. Um, I was at like 15, almost 16k, and now I'm down to 7.8k. So, and next week is definitely going to be a gold. I mean, it has to be a gold. That's another thing to consider, not just when it comes to Degas, but when it comes to the string creations from now on, when it comes to the summer. So they've given us two now, right? Scarlet and Degas, 2 out of 7, right? And we know that Valentina and Iris are going to be gold, and then Yao is going to be blue. That means 3 out of the 5 remaining characters are going to be 28 pulls. That's freaking insane. So you really should be picking and choosing who you want to get. And obviously the gold FCs, Valentina and Iris, are the two that you don't know, because when it comes to the gold FCs, they're going to change their kit. So they might be absolutely insane, or they might change their kit and be like, they're still not that great. However, those are the two that are like, it's best to place your bets on, right? Like those are the two that are going to be really worth it. Like Yao, I'm definitely going to pass on. Glenn, I'm going to pass on. So it's really just a matter of, like, if I pull on Degas this week, will I be able to get next week's fake core, right? However, I really do love Degas, so I'm gonna do like 3 pulls. I'm gonna do 3 pulls right now, and then I'm gonna wait until next week until we see what the banner is and see how strong it is. It's probably gonna be Iris. Don't know for sure, but it'll probably be Iris. So I'm gonna wait to see how strong Iris is, and then I'll do some more pulls if I feel like I don't really need Iris. All right, so let's do a couple pulls because I really want Degas just because he's one of my favorite characters. So I'd like to just have his FC and make him stronger. And on top of that, I haven't pulled on a regular banner now for like 3 weeks. Yeah, I didn't pull. I mean, I pulled 5 times on Baraka. That's it. And then I didn't pull at all on Ramsey, and I didn't pull at all on Scarlet. Didn't pull at all on Bernavas. So I'm just kind of itching to pull on a rate up banner. Because stream of creation, I don't even count as pulling. It's such a soul sucking experience. I hate it. This is so much more fun. Plus, you get Mew, which is nice. Oh yeah, plus today. Wait a second. Ooh, come on, Garf, 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 Garf. Bernadette. All right. I think is it starting today? The event where we get a free 11 pull. Just a second. See, premium. No, it's not from today. Right? Yeah. No, not that. Okay. I was gonna say maybe we could just do that one pull and we'll get Degas from there. Huh. Anyway, do a few more pulls. See if we can't get us a Degas. But yeah, I wouldn't say he's worth going all in for. However, if you're really looking to climb in PvP and you don't even have like core Degas or regular Degas, right? And you're really looking for a frontline unit, then I'd definitely recommend pulling on this banner for sure. And then PvE wise, like I said, PvE wise he's really good, but I feel like PvE wise there's just so many options. Like Anastasia, not even FC Anastasia, but regular Anastasia is strong. You got Bernadette. Lepin's pretty strong. Deva. I think that's new. That's my first Deva. Sweet, now I can use the Fate Core. Finally. Man, I think it's insane the way they've done the hero system in this game. Like, some units are just so much more rare than others. It's insane. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but yeah, we'll do 2 more pulls. I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's just kind of like frustrating at times. Like, God, what do I have to do to get a Garf in here, man? Not to mention, I haven't pulled a Rudley yet. I decided to choose Rudley from my selector summon at the beginning of the game, which I'm so happy about because I was deciding between him and Baraka. And I've actually pulled like 3 Barakas or something like that, but I haven't pulled a single Rudley yet. He's so much more rare. That's something that we definitely didn't know when we first started the game, right? Like, Anastasia's strong, right? Bernadette is strong, but they're so much more common than like a Rudley. So it was much better to make a Rudley your selector summon, in my opinion. Karina. Alright, one more. Oh wait, we're not done. My bad. Jump the gun. Come on, just give me a red cape. Double Karina, huh? Wow, we're still not done. But they're all 4 stars. Come on. If you're gonna give me a bunch of capes, give me a good cape. Like, what are you doing? How many 4 stars? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5. 5 out of 11 were 4 stars. Alright, last one. Come on. Come on. We're gonna watch the entire thing this time. We're gonna let her do her walk. Alright. Open the doors. Let them jump off the boat to our boat. Tap it. Watch them land all superhero-like. Let's get it. And then we're gonna skip. We don't want to watch this long animation for like 2 stars and 3 stars. And heals now. Oh my god. Otard. I would really like a FC Otard. That'd be a nice collection. Or a nice FC to add to my collection. Come on. Ah. Gucci. Just regular old. Oh. Shafraken. That's my second Shafraken. My god. I can't. I mean. It's not terrible, right? It's just like, Shafraken's really, right, he's one of the 4 generals or whatever, right? I can't believe I got 2 of the same general. Like, I still haven't gotten a Garf. I still haven't gotten a Janai. I never got a Bathory. I just got Bathory from her string after like 30 plus pulls, but, you know? What are the odds of getting double Shafraken before I get any of the other generals? There's no way I'm rerolling that guy. There's no way I'm rerolling Shafraken. Alright, so looks like we strike out. Not surprising. Alright, so that's it. I'm sorry, I was kind of indecisive, right? I didn't really tell you definitely should pull for him, or nah, you should just skip, it's terrible. It's kind of like, I'm on the fence about it, right? Because I think Degas is such a strong unit, but the Fate Core doesn't really do too much for him. Like, the best it does is give him more stats. So yeah. That's it. I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.